Hello students, welcome to the last math lesson of the school year, math lesson 120, volume of a cylinder. Let's get started. Okay, I'm looking in the book, I'm on page 626, and they say, imagine pressing a quarter down into a block of soft clay. As the quarter is pressed into the block, it creates a hole in the clay. So imagine this is moving downward, right? And they're creating a hole in the clay. We can calculate the volume of the cylinder that's created. Here we have the cylinder. By multiplying the area of the circular face of the quarter by the distance it moved through the clay. And that distance is the height. Okay? So the height times the area of the circle equals the volume. They give us an example to solve. The diameter of this cylinder is 20 centimeters. Its height is 10 centimeters. What is its volume? All right, so to calculate volume, we need area of circle times height. So let's start with area of a circle. We know that all the way across it's 20, but area of a circle, the formula is pi times r squared, radius, right? But we can figure that out. The radius is just half of the diameter, so radius would equal 10 centimeters. So let's go ahead and figure out the area of our circle first. So we have pi times radius squared, which would be 10 centimeters squared. So pi is 3.14. We're multiplying that by 10 times 10 is 100. Centimeters times centimeters is centimeters squared. We can very easily multiply pi, 3.14, by 100 by just moving the decimal over. We end up with 314 centimeters squared. That's the area of our circle. That's the first part of our volume formula. 314 centimeters squared times, now we need the height. The height we see is 10 centimeters. So they made it so easy for us. We're multiplying by tens. 314 times 10 is equal to 3,140. Centimeters squared times centimeters is centimeters to the third, or centimeters cubed. So our volume of the cylinder is equal to 3,140 centimeters cubed. Here's our practice set, which is one problem. A large can of soup has a diameter of about 8 centimeters and a height of about 12 centimeters. The volume of the can is about how many cubic centimeters? Round your answer to the nearest 100 cubic centimeters. So we're going to round to the nearest 100. Okay, but we'll solve first and then we'll round. So we know that volume will be equal to pi times radius squared times the height, right? So here we go. Let's try this time to just fill in. Pi is 3.14. Now we need the radius. We know that the diameter is 8. Half of the diameter would be the radius, so radius is equal to 4 centimeters. So we have 3.14 times r squared. What is 4 times 4? 16. Centimeters squared times the height of the soup can, which is 12 centimeters. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some math. We are going to need to multiply pi, 3.14. You know what? I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to make a decimal someday. 1/4 times 16. have? How many decimal places in our problem? We have 2, so we move our decimal over 2 spots. So our answer here is 50.24 centimeters squared. We're going to multiply that by 12 centimeters. Let me do some erasing so we can have room to work. So 50.24 centimeters squared times 12 centimeters. Okay, placeholder 0. And we add 206. And we have 2 decimal places in our problem. 1, 2. Boop. And we have centimeters squared times centimeters. So remember, we add those exponents. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we end up with 602 and 88/100 centimeters cubed. However, we're supposed to round our answer to the nearest hundred. Okay, so we have 602. That's closer to 600 or 700. Definitely 600. So our answer is 600 centimeters cubed. All right, guys. That was the last math lesson, volume of a cylinder. Let's see if you're going to use volume of a cylinder in this work today. Oh, I see problem 28. You will use volume of a cylinder. Don't forget to take the diameter divided by 2 to get your radius, and then you need to square your radius, right? Don't forget. All right. That looks like the only one that you will practice on today. I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'm absolutely sure next year we will be covering volume of a cylinder again in pre-algebra. Okay, guys, let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here. Very happy to answer them. Happy to help you out. Okay, have a good day.